I'm Terranova, the glamp queen of St. John's.
And I'm Amy, the dyke who stands outside your Marie's Mini Mart, just trying to get a pack of cigs. And this is our podcast.
Yes!
So please sit and enjoy this train wreck of a show. So we're making a podcast. I'm so excited.
Me too, honestly. It's just something that I wanted to dive into.
I know, I don't know. I just feel like our chats are always so, great, and I feel like other people need to hear us talking.
Yeah, and I just love having a good chat anyways, and just expressing views and talking about little interesting topics. I just think that is a great thing for people to discuss.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So, obviously, I've been thinking about it, and we're going to need an intro song.
Right.
Unfortunately, we are broke, so we won't be able to afford, copywritten music.
No.
So I Googled the top 5 uncopywritten songs, and I want you to, weigh out the options with me. Okay, these are the options we have. Number 5, Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Okay, take me out
to the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the downfall of this one is neither of us know anything about baseball.
Yeah, I was going to say, nothing about baseball. You would never be able to get me to speak on anything about baseball.
So that won't fit. But because this is a gay podcast,
right,
there's going to be a chance we're going to talk about balls at some point.
In my mouth.
Yeah, it's going to come up.
Yeah.
So, if we don't use it as the theme song, I came up with an idea. If we ever have a guest on this show, if we ever start talking about balls, we just start playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and it'll be like this big inside joke.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
And then we gotta have cats somewhere so that we could be like, put on our cats and take me out to the ball games. Yeah.
Okay, so that's number 5. Obviously, bottom of the list. Next, happy birthday.
For what?
For the intro. And it could work because we could use it and then we'll be like, and if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. And eventually it's going to be someone's birthday who's tuning in.
Right. We got to talk about, that could be like a segment. A little segment. If we get followers or something.
We'll start doing birthday shout-outs.
Segments. It will be NTV News. NTV News is shutting down, isn't it?
Is it?
Heard
it here first, folks.
Right.
NTV News.
You heard it from me.
Yeah. Anyway, and then people could send in birthday shout-outs. And we won't discriminate. You can be 4 and we'll do your birthday shout-out.
Literally. And we love kids. I want to become a teacher. So.
Yeah. These next 3 are the better ones. Okay. This one is called Everybody Loves My Baby by the Boswell Sisters.
Right. You just showed me that song before this, and it was so good. It was it was sensational.
We'll put a clip of it in if we won't show you the rest of them. Look them up on your own time.
They're divas. That's why I said it's sensational. It gets you going. It gets you popping.
Scat is the most enjoyable music. And I feel like that's the atmosphere we're trying to give off.
Right. I want people to be able to listen to us and even watch us. We kind of been ignoring the camera, or at least I have.
I've been looking straight at them.
No, this is our queendom, our fandom.
Of 5 people.
Right.
My mom.
What did we name this again? What?
Dragged and Stoned.
Dragged and Stoned. Right. Dragged and Stoned. That's great.
Yeah. Next one is That's All Right. Now, this song was originally written by this guy, but Elvis stole it, and that's why I put it on the list, because I wanted to call Elvis out.
Right.
And it's going to be our
Elvis was a very tricky man.
He stole a lot of shit.
Right.
But here's the thing. So I feel like we shouldn't pick this one.
Right.
Because it's just a big fuck you to that guy. First Elvis takes your song.
And now us. Fucking thieves.
Yeah, so we're not going to do That's All Right by Big Boy. Because we respect Big Boy.
Exactly.
The one that I think would 100% work is Rockin' Robin. And I didn't know that song was free for the taking.
Yeah, no. I think that we should definitely jump on that opportunity.
Yeah.
I think that would be a little groovy
song that has the intro.
Little hit. It was perfect. It gets the point across. Yeah. Right?
Okay. This week's episode, we're going to be talking about growing up gay. Because obviously, if you couldn't tell...
Or queer.
Queer. I just use gay as
the thing,
term,
but I just feel like queer is a better sense, a better word to use for that.
Growing up queer. Because, again, if you couldn't tell, We did do that.
Very.
Very strongly, we did that. So starting off with the question that everyone will ask you if you come out as gay. Did you always know that you were gay?
Yeah.
You?
I would say that I always knew from the time that I popped right out. Like, literally, I feel like I came out a cursed child, you know?
Cursed, yeah.
A cursed child.
I feel like, I don't know, I didn't have, like, the wording for it, and I just didn't think anything of it. Looking back, though, I'm like, yeah, you should have fucking known. Like, what?
No, I feel like I did because growing up in my life, I just feel like a lot of people talked about it, honestly, and, like, I was able to recognize it and understand it from a young age.
No, see, I was always told, like, you know, whenever, like, people, like, talks to a young kid, they're like, you got your boyfriend? You got a boyfriend now?
Right.
She's fucking 5. Like,
right.
Leave her alone.
I know. It's like...
Let her play Barbie.
Yeah. Let kids be kids. I feel like a lot of people are just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
You know?
But, yeah, being gay wasn't explained to me until I got, like, older, and then I saw, like, Ellen on TV, and I was like, her wife?
That was one big, like, figure in my life. I loved coming home during dinner time with my mom, and I would sit down and watch Ellen DeGeneres with her, and it was great. We loved it.
Yeah.
Queer woman.
But now she might be a cunt, and we don't know.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks about it. And that's the thing. That's, like, it just seems to run like that with anybody that's big like that, a TV personality. They're just cunts. In a sense.
Very scary.
Especially when they're queer.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? He's not necessarily, like, he's famous, but he's famous because he's a politician. Pete Buttigieg.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Right. He's a cunt. That's why he never got any further in the elections. Apparently, he's terrible. That's what I've heard. I don't have facts, but that's what I've heard. Search it up.
T about Pete Buttigieg. I don't even know what you say his name.
Pete Buttigieg. I can't say it. Let's not slaughter it. I have a weird name too, so it's like people can't pronounce it or spell it. That's the worst part. People can't spell my name because it's so long and so weird.
Yeah, but like looking back, there were definite moments where I was like, yeah, you should have been like, yeah, you're gay. Like I used to watch the Austin Powers movies a lot because there were so many naked women in them.
Right, but for me, what I feel, the reason why I think that I knew what gay was and everything was because I grew up as the type of toddler to have, heels on. Heels, can't remember. Heels. To have heels on, like the plastic princess shoes. My family members bought it for me for Christmas as a toddler because, like, just growing up, I was femme.
Oh my god. See, I always gravitated towards boys' toys.
I never.
I always thought they were so much cooler, especially at McDonald's. The girls would just be like, here's a doll. You know, of cars that can speed down the hallway.
Fuck that shit. I wasn't living risque like that. I wanted to have a nice little Barbie that I could change her clothes and brush her hair and just play with her on her playset.
No, was not
the cruise ship from Polly Pockets. That was the one. I've
seen a Polly Pockets toy on TikTok recently where it was like you put her on this thing and then she goes down and then her outfit automatically gets put on her. And that I would buy now. It's just something I want to know that I would buy Polly Pockets now.
That just blows my mind. I wanna.
Yeah. Polly Pockets, please sponsor us.
Yes, please. I've been dedicated to you. I've been a loyal fan.
So, we talked about Ellen.
Right.
Who else was it that you were looking up to and being like, oh my god, gay? Do you remember anyone else? Because I feel like there wasn't like a lot of people when we were like younger.
Growing up, like people in
like celebrities or even in communities. Did you have any community
like
people?
Fuck the celebrities. Let's talk about, like, we're from Newfoundland, so let's talk about the fucking being in isolated communities and knowing queer people. You guys had like trans people your way and stuff, but in my way, none.
Really?
Like, we grew up away from a lot of that. It was like shocks when people came out as gay. Like,
it was so weird in our school because there was a few people who were trans, But then I feel like the school just didn't listen to what they were saying. They were just like, okay, but we're gonna call you by the name that's in the system.
Oh my god.
There's no edit button or
Seriously?
something. Yeah.
Ooh.
Like this one, I'm not gonna say their name, but this one person would come to our class and then would ask the teacher for something, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay, old name," even though you're in heels and a skirt.
Oh. Yeah, that's not cute.
No.
But like stuff at my way wasn't cute either. Like we never had. There wasn't. I feel like if there was even people that were like that, there was one person when I was like just leaving high school that was kind of femme like that. They were bullied out of my school because they were just like so femme and they were like trans femme.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now we've gotten to the sad part of growing up gay.
Right.
Did you yourself experience any of like that bullying?
A lot.
Really?
From the time I was like. Literally, probably from the time that I was in kindergarten.
To little 5-year-old Lucas, they were like
people looking
boots the house down, mama.
Right. They were
yeah, strut your stuff.
Yes.
Color it red.
Work for you, nerd. She was like fully into it. They would say to me when I first came out, like, it don't matter, and we knew that you were from a young age. It was really evident.
I feel like I didn't just tell any of my teachers. I didn't think it was any of their business.
But
then they just assumed when I would dance with a girl at a school dance that was probably something.
You had your hair at like bowl cut.
I like very short. But that was for grade 10 and 11. Grade 12 it was sort of medium.
When I met you, you had that, like the bowl cut.
I can't believe that was your first impression of me.
You were cute.
I was
you were
cute.
Little kid.
Little kid.
Little youngin.
I literally looked like a 12-year-old.
You were just going into grade 12. I know I'm saying that's youngin, but like now it is because I just feel like I've been away from school for so long. Yeah. I'm only 21.
I can't believe we're only 22. Oh my god.
Well, I turned 21 January 5th, whereas you are in July. July, yeah. But I don't know the date. I don't know right. I don't know the date. I'm a bad friend.
Really? You don't know my birthday?
I know that it's July, but I don't know the date.
It's in the 20s. Is that when that
28.
Nope.
25th.
Nope.
Is it in the 20s?
Yeah, I just told you.
Right, you did. 23. I'm bad. I don't remember that shit. It just flies out of my head.
Is January 5th.
Right.
The only reason I remember that is because his boyfriend's birthday is June 5th.
Right, and that does make it easier.
So much easier.
Right.
So when did you come out?
I came out at 16 actually.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It hasn't been that long when like you really think about it and how long you're gonna live your life.
Yeah.
Like I came out
5 years and then it's still gonna be like 20 years.
And it's gonna be you're just gonna go straight to hell living all those years as a queer.
Yeah.
Burn.
Do you ever think about that? You're like, I'm pretty sure gay people are going to hell, but then you're like, what if?
I don't think we're going to hell, but we're going somewhere that's hot and unbearable to live.
Really? You think that?
Yeah. It's hell. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, I'm so confused. I really hope not. I can't handle the heat. I guess so. I'm not about it.
I wouldn't want to go down south. When people want to go down south, I'm like, no way.
Why? What the fuck? Like, you're just...
I don't want to be at that. Yeah. It's just like, you're lying in the heat, unbearable heat. I guess it's compared to where we live.
Yeah. Lately, I've been like 5 degrees outside. I'm like, oh my god.
Right.
Summer is here. But
right.
It's not.
No, it's not. We're having such a weird winter. Yeah. It's the oddest winter, like, in years that I can remember, for sure.
Sure, like 2 years ago, though, we had, like, Snowmageddon. That was pretty odd, in my opinion.
It was odd, but it's odd to know that we could get that much snow to nothing. Like, I don't remember having absolutely nothing throughout the winter.
Yeah.
Since, like, maybe once in my childhood.
Like, I haven't had to do any crazy amount of shoveling, thank God.
No, at all, which is so nice. But you also live with an old woman that probably does that.
I didn't need to be outed like that on camera. Anyway, we were talking about coming out. When did I come out? 17? I was 17. I was grade 12.
Did you actually come out though?
Yeah, I texted my mom.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Text.
And then my
good
mom,
old form of text
and
with
then
the
my
Gen
mom
Zs.
told my dad, and then my mom told everybody else.
For Gen Z?
Yeah, that's what we are, yeah.
Right, okay, but I'm sorry I had to interrupt you there at the end
Okay.
of that because I had to ask. But you told your mom.
Yeah. And then she was like, "You're drunk." And I was like, "Not even that drunk, but okay."
You were at a party when you told her?
Oh, yeah.
And she knew that you were at the party?
Oh, yeah.
Girl, why would you message her though? That wasn't the right time, I don't think. But like,
Okay,
I'm not
critique me on
I'm not
this.
critiquing, but like, I just think that, you know. So what was life like growing up out your way, like being queer, especially in high school?
In high school, a lot of it for me, I can't speak for anybody else, it was just feeling like, I don't know, like I remember one thing specifically. I used to like, and I do now, wear boys' clothes. And one time when I had short hair, I was wearing boys' clothes. And this kid who was in my class, I heard him whispering, and he goes, "Oh my God." He's like, or someone told me about it, I can't really remember. He's like, "Oh my God, I got that same shirt, I gotta throw it out now." And I was just like, okay.
That's rough.
That was just so rude.
I don't think that I would have been able to let that sit. I was very mad at the world when I was in high school. Very mad.
Really?
Yeah. Just because of like how everything was. Like why did I have to, you know?
I never really, I don't know. I can't remember much of it. To be honest, not vividly.
Those were like trauma years for me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's another point of this podcast. Me and Lucas are going to get to know each other. By the end of this, he will know my birthday.
Right. July 23rd.
Yes, okay.
Right.
See, one episode in.
Right.
He's already got it.
I studied. Yeah. I told you I followed the assignment.
Yeah. Other than that, it was like, just, you came out and like, I think you probably had the same thing too. Once you come out, you're like, now what? Like, you don't have a lot of options. Like, when it comes to like, what, like, because dating, like, for me, was not, like, it was going to be like one person who I did date, and then just no other options. Right.
Definitely, if you would say, like, I was restricted to my community, but luckily, growing up in social media and things as such, I was able to contact people like Riley, my current boyfriend, so.
Yeah. And I think people should start considering Tinder relationships cute. I hate that people are like, "Oh my God, how you met your boyfriend in a coffee shop and it was raining and he gave me his umbrella."
Yeah, and that's just unrealistic.
Some people just want to bang on Tinder.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily. I wasn't like looking to bang. I don't feel. No, actually, wait, no. Edit that out. I was looking to bang. For real.
Yeah.
It just like, I don't know. I found Riley, so that it was a blessing for me. Tinder, love you.
Tinder, sponsor us, please.
Right, literally, give us a sponsor.
Was there anyone in your school that you could have dated, or was it just you that you knew of at the time?
There was a small population of gay people in my community, but they weren't very old. Like, we were all within the same age range. Okay. And so that's why we were all in high school together. And I'm trying to think realistically. I want to know how many people were actually in my school that were gay. That's what I'm trying to think of. That's why I can't find a number. I'm like, yeah, there was probably like one or two other gay people in my community that I could have dated, but just not my type. And like I said, one of them was trans femme, and I identify as a gay male, so it's just that's not my tea. Honestly.
Yeah. How many? There were a few gay people in our school, I'd say. But just like only like one of them that I was like, okay, I'll date. And then we broke up. And then I was like, okay, nobody else here. But then after high school, so many people had just coming out as bi. I'm like, where were you when I was alone?
I don't necessarily think that they're bi though, and that's not like the stigma against bi people. I don't think that that person necessarily is. I think that there's a bad
Yeah.
addiction around for some straight people to just say that.
Yeah.
Is almost like they're
They'll
queer
be like,
baiting.
I'll kiss a girl.
Right, but honestly, it's queer baiting.
Yeah.
Like, fully. And I don't think that's right.
Yeah. You never see them with. But
With a girl,
that could
they
be
would
their
never,
preference.
but...
They could be like 95.5.
Right. But, I don't know, I'm just a vindictive ass. So.
Dating. So how many people have you dated?
How many women or how many men?
Everything.
Everything?
We'll talk about everything.
Okay.
We talk about everything here at Dragged&Stoned.
Yeah. So, I was bearding.
Ah.
Right. So, and I know that hurts people's feelings sometimes, but that's just also something that gay people gotta grow up with. Like, they got, like, when we grew up in our times, even though we're our ages, which is 21, I feel like when we grew up, there was still a lot of that stigma. It wasn't easy. It still wasn't easy growing up queer when we were living in small communities.
And it was easier just to see if you could fake it and see if you're like, maybe I could. Yeah. Maybe this is just me thinking weird thoughts. Maybe I'm lying.
I came out as bi when I was 12, but just to my parents.
Really?
Right, yeah. But I'd never dated any guys. I just decided to stick to women. Yeah. So I dated 3 girls.
Wow.
In total. I don't need to give all the ages.
No.
But I dated 3 girls in total. And I dated 2 guys. So you could count my score as 5.
Wow.
Right.
That's higher than mine. I don't like to include the boys that I dated because it was not real.
Yeah, but how old were you?
Okay, before high school, I definitely don't count because I didn't.
But junior high? Like...
Well, I don't think I dated anybody in junior high. Like,
you never dated anybody in junior high?
No, I had my first kiss in junior high.
Where?
And I did plan on dating him.
And I was being a slut.
But then after that, he ghosted me. And he's ugly. Like, I am ashamed. I'll tell you who it is off camera, do you know?
No.
Do you see? Not?
I don't know who it is.
ugly.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, we don't like him.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
So in like grade 3, I dated like
Kyle. Girl, that don't count though.
That don't count.
If you wanted me to talk about childhood.
How many people did you date in childhood?
A lot. I was a little skank in childhood.
I loved him.
Yes, Mr. Flavor, That was what I came out at first. But the family accept that one because they said it was pussy, punane.
You're like, Mom, Dad, I'm a whore. And they're like, we know, sweetie. For some reason, whenever you come down the pole,
when they see me on the
work.
I was on the hooker heels, walking around my little princess hooker heels, feeling cunt.
Okay, so ones that I do count, relationships that I do count. Boys, 1 in grade 10, and then did I say something else after that? No, I don't think. I think that was it. And then it was girl. That's it.
Mark, we love that.
I think. And then seeing people. 5. I think. 5.
If I seen people, then it would be 6.
Okay.
But I never had sex with that person.
Okay. I didn't either, but I did fool around with that person, but not full on, like, you know.
Yeah, we fool around.
Okay. What's this person?
They fool around.
When did you learn what sex was, and then when did you learn what gay sex was?
Well, voice crack.
I'm so nervous.
Don't get me feeling like this. Yeah, no, I learned about sex probably at the age of like 4 or
Yeah, I was really young too.
Yeah, and it's because my grandmother had foster children, and I used to always go over and hang out with them on the weekends.
And they would tell you about sex.
Yeah, because they were older than me, and they educated me. I knew everything about the clitoris.
God, I did not know that much. I knew, for some reason, everyone used to say that I was the one who told everybody about sex. But I don't remember doing this, and I don't remember really fully knowing what it was until I was like 12.
I think Riley told me about that.
Yeah, but I just remember, I thought it was just naked kissing.
Right.
Then I found out at like 12 that no, the stuff happens. And when I found that out, I was like, not for me.
Not for me in the sense of, I was like 4 or 5, like I said, knowing where the clitoris was, like I was educated.
Yeah. So were you like ready to go find it? Or were you like, just like, no, I'm not into that?
No,
You definitely wouldn't be at the age of 5 anyway.
But yeah, like even penises and stuff, I don't think I was a 5-year-old thinking about that necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what attraction was, like having a love for somebody more so.
You're so cute at the age of 5.
Right.
But I remember being specifically attracted to, like, I don't know, just boobs. And I was like, okay, naked kissing is just touching boobs. And then that's what I thought sex was.
No, like I said, it was like, sex for me was right in, but I get where you would come from. That's what normal people would. It's like, I don't think that I was necessarily, I don't think I should have known that at that age.
Yeah. I don't know when I knew what a clitoris was. Definitely after the age of 12.
Right.
I'd say by 14, definitely I knew what it was.
Well, by then, girl, you better know, because the ages are coming soon when you're going to be touching somebody else's.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, you would know, because you got a clitoris yourself, so you would know.
Yeah.
It's crazy how, like, people that have penises and then people who have vaginas, how they don't fully know the functioning parts and how it works. Like, if you have one rather than the other.
Yeah.
Think about that. That's like...
My brother used to think that everyone just had penises. So...
Wait, now I know. Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay, back on.
No, I wouldn't mind putting his name in the podcast. That'd be funny.
Right.
But, yeah, he used to just think everybody had penises. I remember my mom would sit him down and explain it to him. Yeah, kid. No.
No way.
Yeah. So really, if he just thought everybody had penises...
I thought that everybody
Was he gay? If he was just going to be like, okay, women have penises, I guess.
I don't think so. I think because I think that people think that everybody is like a Barbie. Because when you're growing up, that's how you see dolls and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what you think for other people. Like women.
Just imagine if we all looked like Barbies.
Yeah.
What would we do?
Or not women, sorry, people with vaginas.
Yeah. Yeah, immediately after finding out what sex is, I was like, no, not for me. Not that. I can barely.
Do you ever think you're asexual then?
No, like with men. Like, just
right.
A man has to, like, get that close to you and do that to you. Yeah. I was like, no.
Fuck men.
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck them.
And don't let them fuck you. This is the start of the revolution.
This is the start. The patriarchy taking over.
Taking over. Apparently, I heard a thing. I don't know if it's true. That eventually we're not going to need men. Something to do with bone marrow, having babies. They only make girl babies, and then we won't need any male babies.
Wow. Come on, let's start phasing out men right now.
You would be in the phase out plan.
Exactly.
Like, I've had enough. Phase me out.
Yeah, literally, phase me out. That would be the easiest way to go. You won't feel that.
Yeah, you say local. I'm just gonna say I'm local.
That's it.
I'm